Namaste. Welcome to a special episode of the Ramayana series. I am happy to present the 14th chapter of Katharoop Ramayana on this auspicious occasion of Bhumi Puja happening for the reconstruction of the Ram temple in Ayodhya, Bharat, the birthplace of Ram. When completed, the Sridham temple in Ayodhya will be crest jewel of Bharatiya temples where the ancient past and the dawning future meet for a new beginning. Here are some pictures of the proposed model. When completed, we are sure Ayodhya will become the most important pilgrimage site in Bharat and for the world. Let's remember the sacrifice of everyone who made this proud moment happen and continue to this week's section of Katharoop Ramayana, chapter 14, by offering prayers to Lord Sridham. Jai Sridham.
In Ayodhya, King Dashrath was unable to bear his separation from Ram and passed away by chanting Ram's name. Bharat and Shatrughna, who arrived Ayodhya on hearing the sad news, came to know about Sri Ram's banishment to the forest. Bharat decided to bring Sri Ram back to Ayodhya with full respect and restore the throne to Ram. In today's lesson, we will see chapter 14 of Katharoop Ramayana by Balagokulam of Hindu Swayamsevak Sangh, Canada.
Bharat and Shatrughna immediately left for Mount Chitrakura with Ayodhya's huge army. One day, Sri Ram, Lakshman and Sita were enjoying the beautiful scenery at Chitrakura. All of a sudden, Lakshman noticed the huge army was coming towards them. He thought that Bharat was coming with Ayodhya's huge army to kill Sri Ram and secure the throne. He immediately picked up his bow and got ready to fight off Bharat. But Sri Ram stopped Lakshman and said calmly,
"No doubt, Bharat is coming towards us, but my insight into Bharat's nature tells me that he does not have any evil intentions."
Lakshman was truly angry. He said,
Ram, let's be careful.
Ram knew Bharat's character deeply. He said,
"I am quite careful. You too be alert. But my inner voice says that Bharat has not come to fight. Perhaps he has got some message for us."
By that time, Bharat reached there and rushed towards Sri Ram with eyes full of tears and fell at his feet. Ram picked him up and said,
"Welcome, my child. I am delighted to see you."
Bharat said,
Ram, our father died soon after your departure. On his deathbed, he had only your name on his lips. Please forgive me. It is because of my cruel mother that you have come to the forest in exile, and we lost our father.
Ram replied,
"What? Have we lost our father? What a cruel fate."
Sri Ram somehow controlled himself, though he was very sad. He said to Bharat,
"We will carry out the remaining rituals here. You must return to Ayodhya and rule the kingdom. It is the only way of satisfying our father's soul."
Bharat pleaded with his elder brother.
Oh Ram, please, I shall not go back alone. You must be the king.
But Sri Ram was equally firm and said,
"No, Bharat, I have no desire to obtain either the throne of power. Nothing is as important as obeying our father's wishes. I must spend 14 years in forest to fulfill the promise of our father."
Bharat too was adamant. He said,
I too do not have the slightest desire to get the throne. I request you to listen to me. Your return to Ayodhya will gladden everyone's hearts.
Ram was determined. He said,
My dear Bharat, duty is greater than emotion. Don't ask me to come back. I am not going to change my mind.
Finally, Bharat realized that Ram would not relent. With a heavy heart, he said,
Ram, at least do this for me. Let me have your padukas. I shall place them on the throne and administer the kingdom on your behalf. And that too only till your return, and not a single day more.
Sridham gave his consent and said,
All right, Bharat, so be it.
Bharat took Ram's padakas. With great devotion, he placed them on his head and returned to Ayodhya. The divine padakas were kept on the throne of Ayodhya, while Bharat ruled as Ram's representative from Nandigram.
Now let us see the important learnings from this part of Ramayana. Swadharma or dharma of oneself may be interpreted differently by different individuals. Sri Ram's Swadharma was to be in the forest to honor his father's promise. Bharat's Swadharma was to make an effort to correct the effect of his mother's unethical action. There could be misunderstanding among brothers, relatives, and friends. One must be very careful before jumping into conclusions.
नंदन राम अयोध्यावासी राम 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 दशरथ नंदन